In this episode of the Jon Jon Happy Hour, I reveal the results of Sunday's ASMR game. We talk about shit that I heard this week, RuPaul edition, and more. It's time for episode 11 of the JJHH. Let's do this.
Recording live from the Jon Jon & Company studio in Denver, Colorado, the Jon Jon Happy Hour. Now here's your host, the friend you didn't know you needed, Jon Jon Lannen.
Hey everybody, it's me, and welcome back to the most inconsistent show on the internet since 2008, the Jon Jon Happy Hour. Hey, as a reminder, you guys can subscribe to the Jon Jon Happy Hour on your favorite podcasting platforms, view the show on YouTube, or you can catch the Jon Jon Happy Hour on Twitch every Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Well, anywho, welcome back to the show, specifically lucky number 11. That's right, it's the JJHH XI. Let's get right into the show, folks. Well, it is the end of the week, and I'm thrilled to be here, bring you guys an extra episode before our live stream on Sunday. As I've mentioned, that live stream happens every Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Well, speaking of live streams, it's time for Shoutouts! Boo, boo, boo. This episode's shoutouts are to the amazing people who've been joining me on my weekly streams on Twitch TV. You guys, it truly means the world to spend the time together every single week. I love and appreciate you guys more than you guys know. Seriously. I really do. It's been such a blessing. It's been so fun to be able to do this live stream. So thank you guys for the support. But yeah, short, sweet, that, my friends, were this week's shout-outs. As always, you can keep the conversation going with the hashtag JJHH all over social media. And while you're there, feel free to follow me on Twitter at Jon Jon Lannen. There we can interact and be pals, of course. You can even vote on show segments. Speaking of show segments, it's time to chew on one of my favorite games. It's the ASMR game. Thank you, Luke's daddy, a.k.a. Darth Vader. We love you, girl, and we appreciate you. So the ASMR game is simple. I ate things, and I make sounds doing that. Then you all guess what it is that I'm eating on the poll that I post on my Twitter. That's at Jon Jon Lannen. Let's take a bite right out of the game and listen to Sunday's ASMR clip from the JJHH XI, a.k.a. 10. The wrapper is pretty. Oh, wow. Did you guys hear that? How nice. That's the wrapper. That's what it sounds like when you hit it on the microphone. And here I will put it. I will say something gross. Ow. Ow. I got it. Just kidding. Oh, that shit's one of my favorites. Oh, that's good. So I asked on my Twitter, listening to that clip, what do you think that I was eating? The options were M&M's, Twix, Milky Way, or a Pim's cookie. Coming in at 0%, ladies and gentlemen, was M&M's. Tied at 20% was a Pim's cookie and Milky Way. Honorable, both 20%. And the winner was a Twix bar at 60%. So, obviously, I love all these guesses. I'm going to reveal right now what it was that I was eating. Now, the good thing about this is I'm actually going to be revealing this again on tomorrow's show live on Twitch TV. So if you guys are listening now, you guys actually already know. You guys already know what the answer is. So this is very, very exciting for you all. So, ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer is Twix. It's all in the mix. Yeah. Oh. So, like I said, you too can be counted in those polls every single week at Jon Jon Lannen. Nailed it! I will be playing an all-new game on Sunday's show, and like I said, if you want to look extra smart, you can guess the answer I just revealed in the Twitch TV chat live on Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the ASMR game. That was so much fun. Oh my goodness. The ASMR game is always so much fun. Oh my god, I love playing it. And I want to thank you guys, of course, for participating week in and week out. We have so much more in store for you guys for JJHH XI, but before that, we're going to take a quick break. So, we'll be right back.
Are you constantly making people laugh? Have your family members and friends told you that you're funny? Well then, jump into the hilarious world of improv and comedy. The Jon Jon & Co. School of Comedy is now enrolling. Class sizes are limited and will sell out quickly. For more information on these courses, please visit us at jonjonandco.com. That's jonjonandco.com. See you on stage!
Hello and welcome back. Let's keep this party going. Remember, you guys can keep the party going using the hashtag JJHH all over social media. Now, I am really excited for our final segment of the show. Really, it needs no intro. Ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, it's time for...
Shit that I heard this week. Shit that I heard this week.
In episode 9 of the Jon Jon Happy Hour, I asked a Twitter poll on, of course, Jon Jon Lannen, or I should say at Jon Jon Lannen. With RuPaul's Drag Race catapulting into mainstream, I wanted to know, have you ever watched RuPaul's Drag Race? And here, my friends, are the results. A whopping 92% of you all said that, yay, you have watched RuPaul's Drag Race, with a very small percentage of the vote going to 8% saying nay, that they never have. Now, like I said, I think that's actually really fascinating how many people are familiar with RuPaul and RuPaul's Drag Race and all those franchises, along with how many people have actually watched it. Like I said, I remember when it was on Logo TV back in the day, and nobody was watching. And RuPaul was saying how she never thought drag would truly go into the mainstream. And look at it now. Look at it now. Look at it now. RuPaul's getting paper. And speaking of RuPaul, you guys now have 5 seconds to turn this podcast off if you don't want to hear any spoilers for RuPaul's Drag Race.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, robot co-host. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into some Drag Race drama. Again, there will be spoilers, so if you don't want to hear them, log off now. First on the docket, my friends, is the new show that's hitting VH1, RuPaul's Secret Celebrity Drag Race. Episode 3 aired on Friday, May 8th on the VH1 network following hashtag Drag Race. The mentors that week were Bob the Drag Queen, Kimchi, and Nina West. And I definitely know that I did not say mentors correctly. The mentors. Girl, this ain't Harry Potter. And the secret celebrities were Dustin Milligan, Matt Eisman, and Alex Newell. This episode was really special because it was the RuPaul roast, and it was lit. Now, I love roasts in any capacity, and this one absolutely did not disappoint. I love the show because not only do you see the celebrities get up in the gigs, they're also playing for charity. So as long as your idea is not like Cher or like Madonna, and more like Brigitte Nielsen, you'll dig the show. It's like kind of like a surreal life celebrity status. Now, I've been enjoying this little spinoff of RuPaul's Drag Race, and I think you all would too. Speaking of Drag Race, next up is RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12. That same Friday was also the airing of episode 11, well, just like this show of RuPaul's Drag Race. That one was aptly named One Queen Show. I have to say, this was my fave episode for one reason and one reason only: Whoopi frickin' Goldberg. Whoopi, who I actually had the opportunity to meet, is my ultimate hero and idol. So she was so gracious. So actually stay tuned because I'll actually be doing my first story time on my YouTube channel about that experience. So anyway, I enjoyed these One Queen shows, and the winner ultimately was Miss Crystal Method, who is just a charming angel. In this episode, Jada Essence Hall and Heidi in Closet wound up in the bottom two, having to lip sync for their lives. This episode seriously was the most heart-wrenching, I think, of the season. And it was also the most heartfelt sachet way because it's sending home the soft and supple Heidi Aphrodite home from the competition. I gotta be telling you, that was really, really tough to watch. But one thing I will tell you that will not be tough to watch: some refreshing RuPaul news. RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars Season 5. Now, you guys may know I do love a lot of these queens, but I am partial to Miss Shea Coulee. Some of you guys may know that Shea Coulee and I were actually college roommates / suitemates when I lived in Chicago, and she was amazing. Actually, I have a really funny story. She was actually the one to convince me to go to my improv audition because I was actually ready to bail on it. And that was actually the improv audition that I ended up getting cast on, the same cast as Adie Bryant from SNL. So long story short, I should have gone, and thank God for Shea for making me go. So for that reason alone, you all should be #Team Shea. In the press release, RuPaul actually goes on to say, for All Stars 5, we've come up with a new twist that is so twisted, it's guaranteed to twist your twisted minds. A twist, folks, that will gag all of us? What do you guys think it will be? I'm actually going to post a couple different options on my Twitter. That's, of course, at Jon Jon Lannen. And you guys can vote. And we'll find out what that twist is on episode number 13. Now, according to Drag Race Crack, that's a site, of course, the twist is the introduction of a lip sync assassin. So that's going to be a lip sync assassin to every single maxi challenge. Each week, RuPaul will choose a winner for the challenge, which just happened, and they will lip sync for their legacy. And they're going to have to lip sync against a dubbed lip sync assassin. What? So if the challenge winner beats their assassin, they'll win the prize money and decide which of the bottom queens goes home. The twist is, if the lip sync assassin wins, they actually, no one gets the money. It continues staying in the pot for the following week. So if it's $5,000, the following will be $10,000. And then the safe queens will vote who goes home. Oh my God. I am always about twists and turns, especially in reality. So this is going to be so much fun to watch. Remember, you guys can keep the conversation going at #JJHH or at #AllStars5 to talk all about this All Stars 5 drama. I seriously can't wait. And that, my friends, is shit that I heard this week.
Shit that I heard this week.
Well, my kittens, that brings us to the close of the 11th edition of the Jon Jon Happy Hour. That's XI. I want to thank you guys all for listening and joining me for another edition of the #JJHH. I love you all, and until next time, ta-ta!